Imagine waking up every morning feeling unstoppable, ready to take on the world with a smile. Now, what if I told you that a few simple words could make this your reality? That's right, we're talking about the incredible power of daily affirmations. These aren't just empty phrases or wishful thinking. They're powerful tools that can reshape your mind, boost your spirit, and transform your life. In this video, we're going to dive deep into the world of affirmations and discover how they can be your secret weapon for personal growth and happiness. Think about it for a moment. How many times have you caught yourself saying things like, "I can't do this," or "I'm not good enough"? We all do it, but here's the kicker. Those negative words are shaping your reality. But what if you could flip the script? What if you could use words to build yourself up instead of tearing yourself down? That's exactly what daily affirmations do. They're like a gentle but persistent voice in your ear, reminding you of your worth, your strength, and your potential. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Come on, how can just saying some nice things to myself really change anything? Well, stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only understand how affirmations work, but you'll have the tools to create your own powerful affirmations that can literally change your life. And the best part? It's something anyone can do. No special skills required. Just you, your words, and a willingness to believe in yourself. Let's start by talking about the incredible power of words. You might not realize it, but the words you use, especially when you're talking to yourself, have a huge impact on how you feel, how you act, and even how your life turns out. It's like you're the author of your own story, and the words you choose are shaping the plot with every thought. Think about the last time you faced a challenge. Maybe it was a tough project at work, a difficult conversation with a friend, or even just trying to stick to a new habit. What kind of things did you say to yourself? If you're like most people, you might have had thoughts like, "This is too hard," or "I'll probably mess this up." Now here's the thing. When you say stuff like that to yourself, you're actually making it more likely that things will turn out badly. It's like you're setting yourself up to fail before you even start. But what if you flip those thoughts around? Instead of, "This is too hard," what if you said, "I can handle this challenge"? Instead of, "I'll probably mess this up," what if you told yourself, "I'm capable of figuring this out"? It might seem like a small change, but it can make a world of difference. When you use positive words and thoughts, you're giving yourself a boost of confidence and motivation. You're more likely to keep trying, to think creatively, and to actually succeed. This is where affirmations come in. They're like intentional, positive self-talk. When you use affirmations, you're choosing to fill your mind with encouraging, empowering words. It's like being your own biggest cheerleader. And the more you do it, the more natural it becomes. Over time, those positive thoughts start to drown out the negative ones, and you start to see yourself and your abilities in a whole new light. But it's not just about feeling good in the moment. The words you use actually shape your beliefs about yourself and the world around you. And those beliefs, they're like the foundation of your life. They influence the choices you make, the risks you're willing to take, and even the opportunities you notice. So when you change your words, you're not just changing your mood, you're changing the very building blocks of your reality. Now, I'm not saying that just saying nice things to yourself will magically solve all your problems. Life is still going to have its ups and downs. But when you harness the power of positive self-talk and affirmations, you're giving yourself a powerful tool to face those challenges head on. You're building resilience, boosting your confidence, and opening yourself up to new possibilities. And that, my friends, is how words can truly change your life. Now that we understand the power of words, let's dive into how affirmations actually work. It might seem a bit like magic, but there's real science behind why repeating positive statements can have such a big impact on our lives. Don't worry, we're not going to get too technical here. I'm going to break it down in a way that's easy to understand and even easier to put into practice. First things first, affirmations work by tapping into something called your subconscious mind. Think of your mind like an iceberg. The conscious part, the thoughts you're aware of, is just the tip of the iceberg poking above the water. But underneath, there's this huge mass of ice. That's your subconscious. It's where all your deep-seated beliefs, habits, and patterns live. And here's the cool part. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you repeat affirmations, you're actually feeding new positive beliefs directly into that powerful subconscious part of your brain. Now, you might be wondering, if it's that simple, why doesn't just saying something once make it true? Well, think about how you learned things as a kid. You didn't learn to tie your shoes or ride a bike by doing it once, right? You had to practice over and over again. It's the same with affirmations. When you repeat them regularly, you're essentially rewiring your brain. You're creating new neural pathways, like little roads in your mind, that make those positive thoughts more automatic over time. But here's where it gets really interesting. Affirmations don't just change your thoughts, they can actually change your behavior and even your physical reality. When you consistently tell yourself positive things, you start to act in ways that match those beliefs. If you're always saying, "I am confident and capable," you're more likely to take on new challenges, speak up in meetings, or try new things. And when you do that, guess what? You create real-world evidence that supports your affirmation. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy in the best possible way. There's also a spiritual side to affirmations that many people find powerful. Some see it as a way of connecting with their inner wisdom or higher self. It's like tuning into the best version of yourself and inviting that energy into your everyday life. Others view it as a form of prayer or intention setting, aligning themselves with positive forces in the universe. Whether you're spiritual or not, there's something undeniably powerful about speaking your hopes and beliefs out loud. One of the coolest things about affirmations is how they can help you overcome negative self-talk. We all have that inner critic. You know, the voice that tells you you're not good enough or that you can't do something. Affirmations are like a shield against those negative thoughts. When you make a habit of using positive affirmations, you're essentially training your brain to focus on the good stuff. Over time, those negative thoughts start to lose their power, and you become more resilient in the face of challenges. It's also worth mentioning that affirmations can have a real impact on your stress levels and overall well-being. When you start your day with positive affirmations, you're setting a tone of optimism and self-belief. This can help you approach challenges with a calmer, more confident mindset. Some studies have even shown that regular use of affirmations can lower stress hormones in the body. So not only are you changing your thoughts, but you're also creating positive changes in your physical health. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, but what if I don't believe the affirmations I'm saying? Isn't that just lying to myself? That's a great question, and it's a common concern. Here's the thing. At first, your affirmations might feel a bit awkward or even untrue. That's totally normal. Remember, you're trying to create new beliefs, so of course they might not feel natural at first. The key is to choose affirmations that are positive, but still feel within reach. Instead of jumping straight to "I am a millionaire" when you're struggling financially, you might start with something like, "I am capable of improving my financial situation." As you see small improvements and keep reinforcing that belief, you can gradually make your affirmations more ambitious. Another cool aspect of affirmations is how they can help you stay focused on your goals. When you repeat affirmations related to what you want to achieve, you're constantly reminding yourself of what's important to you. This helps keep your goals at the forefront of your mind, making you more likely to notice opportunities and take actions that align with those goals. It's like setting your internal GPS to guide you towards your dreams. Affirmations can also be incredibly helpful during tough times. When you're facing challenges or setbacks, it's easy to get caught up in negative thinking. But if you've built a habit of using affirmations, you have a powerful tool to help you bounce back. Repeating affirmations like, "I am resilient," or "I can handle whatever comes my way," can help you maintain a positive outlook even when things get tough. It's not about denying the reality of difficult situations, but about reminding yourself of your inner strength and ability to overcome obstacles. One thing that's really exciting about affirmations is how personal and flexible they can be. There's no one-size-fits-all approach. You can create affirmations that are perfectly tailored to your own life, goals, and challenges. Whether you want to boost your confidence, improve your relationships, advance in your career, or work on your health, there are affirmations that can help. And as your life changes and grows, your affirmations can evolve right along with you. It's also worth noting that affirmations can be a great complement to other personal growth practices. If you meditate, you can use affirmations as a focus for your meditation. If you journal, writing out your affirmations can be a powerful way to start or end your journaling session. If you're into visualization techniques, affirmations can provide the perfect soundtrack to your mental images of success and happiness. Now, I want to be clear. Affirmations aren't a magic wand that will instantly solve all your problems. They're a tool, and like any tool, they work best when used consistently and in combination with action. Saying, "I am successful," won't suddenly make you a millionaire, but it can give you the confidence and motivation to take steps towards your financial goals. The real power of affirmations lies in how they change your mindset, which in turn changes your actions, which ultimately changes your life. As we wrap up this section on how affirmations work, I hope you're starting to see just how powerful this simple practice can be. Whether you're looking to boost your confidence, achieve your goals, or simply cultivate a more positive outlook on life, affirmations can be a game changer. They're a way of harnessing the incredible power of your mind and directing it towards the life you want to create. And the best part? You can start right now, today, with nothing more than your own words and a willingness to believe in yourself. Creating your own affirmations. Your personal recipe for success. Now that we understand how powerful affirmations can be, let's talk about how you can create your own. This is where things get really exciting, because you're about to craft the words that could change your life. Don't worry if you're not a wordsmith. Creating affirmations is simpler than you might think, and I'm going to walk you through it step by step. First things first, let's talk about what makes a good affirmation. The best affirmations are positive, present tense, and personal. They should feel like a warm hug for your mind, not a stern lecture. Think of them as little love notes to yourself, reminding you of your worth and potential. When you're creating your affirmations, imagine you're talking to your best friend. What would you say to encourage and support them? Let's start with the positive part. This means focusing on what you want, not what you don't want. Instead of saying, "I don't want to be poor," you might say, "I am attracting abundance into my life." See the difference? One focuses on lack, while the other opens you up to possibilities. It's like telling your brain where to look. Do you want it searching for problems or opportunities? Now, about that present tense thing. This is really important. You want to phrase your affirmations as if what you're saying is already true. So instead of, "I will be confident," you'd say, "I am confident." This might feel a bit weird at first, especially if you don't feel very confident right now. But remember, we're talking to your subconscious here, and it takes things very literally. When you say "I am," you're telling your brain that this is your current reality, and your brain will start looking for evidence to support that. Making your affirmations personal is all about using I statements. I am, I have, I choose. These are all great ways to start an affirmation. This makes it clear that you're talking about yourself, not some vague idea or someone else. It's like putting your own name on your affirmation, making it uniquely yours. Now let's talk about some good structures for affirmations. One simple format is I am positive quality. For example, I am confident, I am worthy of love, or I am capable of achieving my goals. Another structure is I choose to positive action or mindset. This could be something like, I choose to see the good in every situation, or I choose to take care of my health. You can also use affirmations to reinforce your goals. Try something like, I am successfully achieving your goal. For instance, I am successfully building my dream business, or I am successfully creating loving relationships in my life. The key here is to make it feel achievable. If your goal is to run a marathon, but you've never jogged a mile, you might start with, I am successfully increasing my fitness every day. When you're creating your affirmations, it's important to use words that resonate with you. If abundance feels too woo-woo for you, maybe financial stability feels better. If radiant makes you roll your eyes, try healthy instead. The words should feel good when you say them, like they fit you just right. Another tip is to keep your affirmations relatively short and simple. You want to be able to remember them easily and repeat them throughout your day. A good rule of thumb is to keep them to one sentence, or at most 2 short sentences. Think of them like little mantras you can easily call to mind when you need a boost. It's also helpful to create affirmations that address different areas of your life. Maybe you have some for your career, some for your relationships, some for your health, and some for your personal growth. This way, you're nurturing all aspects of yourself, not just one area. Remember, creating affirmations is a personal process. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The most important thing is that your affirmations feel true and inspiring to you. They should give you a little spark of excitement or a feeling of relief when you say them. And here's a really cool thing. Your affirmations can and should change over time. As you grow and your life changes, you might find that some affirmations no longer fit, while new ones become important. That's great. It means you're evolving, and your affirmations can evolve right along with you. So, are you ready to give it a try? Take a moment right now to think about an area of your life where you'd like to see some positive change. What would you like to believe about yourself in that area? How would you like to feel? Now try putting that into a positive, present tense, personal statement. There you go. You've just created your first affirmation. All right, now that you've got your shiny new affirmations, let's talk about how to use them. Creating affirmations is great, but the real magic happens when you make them a regular part of your life. Don't worry. This doesn't mean you need to spend hours chanting to yourself in the mirror, unless you want to, of course. I'm going to show you how to weave affirmations into your day in a way that feels natural and effective. First, let's talk about when to use your affirmations. The great news is, there's no wrong time. But there are a few key moments in the day when affirmations can be especially powerful. One of the best times is right when you wake up in the morning. Think about it. Your mind is fresh. You haven't gotten caught up in the hustle and bustle of the day yet. It's the perfect time to set a positive tone for the hours ahead. Try this. Before you even get out of bed, take a few deep breaths and repeat your favorite affirmation to yourself. Maybe it's something like, I am ready for a wonderful day, or I choose to approach today with joy and confidence. It's like planting a seed of positivity that can grow throughout your day. Another great time for affirmations is right before bed. This is when you're winding down, and your mind is processing the events of the day. Using affirmations at this time can help you let go of any stress or negative thoughts and set yourself up for peaceful sleep and positive dreams. You might try something like, I release the worries of the day and welcome restful sleep, or I am grateful for all the good in my life. But don't limit yourself to just morning and night. Affirmations can be super helpful during the day too, especially when you're facing challenges or need a boost of confidence. About to go into a big meeting? Take a moment to affirm, I am well prepared and confident in my abilities. Feeling stressed about a deadline? Try, I have all the time and resources I need to complete this task successfully. Now let's talk about how to incorporate affirmations into your daily routine. The key here is consistency. Just like exercising or eating healthy, the benefits of affirmations come from regular practice. But don't worry, this doesn't have to be a huge time commitment. Even a few minutes a day can make a big difference. One simple way to make affirmations a habit is to pair them with something you already do every day. For example, you could repeat your affirmations while you're brushing your teeth, taking a shower, or waiting for your coffee to brew. This is called habit stacking, and it's a great way to make new habits stick. You could also set reminders on your phone to prompt you to use your affirmations throughout the day. Maybe you have a midday reminder that pops up saying, "Time for your affirmation." It's like a little self-care break in the middle of your busy day. Writing down your affirmations can also be really powerful. Try starting or ending your day by writing your affirmations in a journal. The act of writing them out can help reinforce them in your mind, and you'll have a record to look back on and see how your affirmations and your mindset change over time. Some people like to say their affirmations out loud, while others prefer to repeat them silently in their minds. Both ways can be effective, so try them out and see what feels best for you. Saying them out loud can be particularly powerful because you're engaging more of your senses. You're not just thinking the words, you're hearing them too. Another cool way to use affirmations is to record yourself saying them and then listen to the recording. You could play it while you're getting ready in the morning, during your commute, or even while you're exercising. It's like having your own personal cheerleader with you wherever you go. Don't forget about visual reminders too. You could write your favorite affirmations on sticky notes and put them on your mirror, your computer, or anywhere you'll see them regularly. Some people even set their affirmations as the wallpaper on their phone or computer. The more you see and engage with your affirmations, the more they'll sink into your subconscious. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. This sounds great, but what if I forget or miss a day? First of all, don't worry. Missing a day here and there isn't going to undo all your good work. The goal is progress, not perfection. If you miss a day, just pick up where you left off. Every time you use your affirmations is a step in the right direction. It's also important to approach your affirmation practice with a sense of kindness and patience. This isn't about forcing yourself to think positive thoughts all the time. It's about gently guiding your mind towards more helpful, supportive ways of thinking. So be gentle with yourself. If you're having a tough day and your affirmations don't feel true, that's okay. Sometimes just the act of saying them, even if you don't fully believe them in that moment, can start to shift your mood. Remember, the power of affirmations comes from repetition over time. It's like watering a plant. You might not see results immediately, but with consistent care, you'll start to see growth. So stick with it, even if it feels a bit awkward or silly at first. Many people find that after a few weeks of consistent practice, using affirmations starts to feel natural and even enjoyable. And here's a fun tip. Try saying your affirmations with feeling. Really imagine what it would feel like if the affirmation were true. If you're saying, "I am confident and capable," try to embody that confidence. Stand tall, put a smile on your face, maybe even do a little power pose. The more you can engage your emotions and your body, the more powerful your affirmations can be. Now that we've talked about how to create and use affirmations, let's dive into some specific examples. I'm going to share 5 powerful affirmations with you that can be real game changers. These are like your starter kit for transformation. Remember, you can use these as they are, or use them as inspiration to create your own personalized versions. Let's start with our first affirmation. I am worthy of love and respect. This is a big one, folks. So many of us struggle with feelings of unworthiness, thinking we need to earn love or prove ourselves somehow. But here's the truth. You are inherently worthy just as you are. When you repeat this affirmation, you're reminding yourself of your intrinsic value as a human being. Think about how this affirmation might change your life if you really believed it. How would it affect your relationships, your work life, your self-care habits? When you truly believe you're worthy of love and respect, you start to make choices that align with that belief. You might set healthier boundaries, speak up for yourself more, or attract more positive relationships into your life. You can personalize this affirmation to fit your specific needs. Maybe, I am worthy of success and abundance, or I am deserving of joy and fulfillment. The key is to address any areas where you might be feeling unworthy and remind yourself of your inherent value. Our second powerful affirmation is, I am capable of handling whatever comes my way. This one is all about building resilience and self-confidence. Life can throw some curveballs at us, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. But when you remind yourself that you have the strength and ability to handle challenges, you approach difficulties with a whole different mindset. This affirmation is like giving yourself a pep talk before facing a challenge. It's not saying that everything will be easy or that you'll never struggle. It's acknowledging that yes, things might get tough, but you have what it takes to get through it. You've overcome challenges before, and you can do it again. You might adapt this one to say something like, I have the skills and resources to overcome obstacles, or I face challenges with courage and creativity. The goal is to reinforce your belief in your own capabilities and resilience. Our third affirmation is, I choose to focus on the good in my life. This one is powerful because it reminds us that we have control over where we direct our attention. It's easy to get caught up in negativity, especially when things aren't going as we'd like. But there's always something good to be found if we look for it. When you use this affirmation, you're training your brain to actively seek out the positive. It's like you're putting on glasses that help you see the good things that are already there. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding balance and not letting the negative overshadow everything else. You could personalize this by saying something like, I am grateful for the blessings in my life, or I find joy in the little things each day. The key is to shift your focus towards appreciation and positivity. The fourth affirmation we're going to look at is, I am constantly growing and improving. This one is great because it acknowledges that you're on a journey. It takes the pressure off being perfect right now and instead focuses on progress and potential. When you use this affirmation, you're reminding yourself that it's okay not to have everything figured out. You're a work in progress, and that's exciting. It encourages a growth mindset where challenges become opportunities to learn and improve rather than obstacles to overcome. You might adapt this to something like, I embrace new experiences and learn from them, or every day I'm becoming a better version of myself. The idea is to foster a sense of continuous improvement and lifelong learning. Our fifth and final affirmation is, I radiate positive energy and attract positivity in return. This one is all about the energy you put out into the world and what you receive back. It's based on the idea that when you project positivity, you're more likely to encounter positive experiences and people. This affirmation can be particularly powerful when you're feeling down or stuck in a negative pattern. By affirming that you radiate positive energy, you're essentially giving yourself permission to shift your mood and outlook. It's like flipping a switch inside yourself. You could personalize this by saying, I am a magnet for positive experiences and relationships, or my positive attitude creates positive outcomes. The goal is to reinforce the idea that you have the power to influence your experiences through your own energy and attitude. Now, as we wrap up this section, I want to remind you that these affirmations are just a starting point. Feel free to use them as they are, but don't be afraid to tweak them or create entirely new ones that resonate more deeply with you. The most powerful affirmations are the ones that feel true and meaningful to you personally. Also remember that it's okay if these affirmations don't feel completely true right away. The whole point is to use them to gradually shift your beliefs and perceptions over time. As you repeat them consistently, you'll likely find that they start to feel more and more natural and true. Lastly, I encourage you to approach these affirmations with an open mind and a sense of curiosity. Notice how you feel when you say them. Pay attention to any changes you see in your thoughts, feelings, or behaviors as you incorporate them into your daily life. You might be surprised at the subtle, or sometimes not so subtle, shifts that start to happen when you make positive self-talk a regular part of your routine. Now let's talk about something that many people experience when they start using affirmations: doubts and resistance. It's totally normal to feel a bit skeptical or uncomfortable when you first begin this practice. After all, you're trying to change some pretty deep-seated thought patterns, and your brain might push back a little. But don't worry, we're going to tackle these challenges head-on. First, let's address the big doubt that many people have. Does this really work? It's a fair question. We live in a world that often values hard facts over feelings, so the idea of changing your life with positive statements might seem a bit far-fetched. Here's the thing. Affirmations work, but they're not magic. They're a tool, and like any tool, their effectiveness depends on how you use them. Think of affirmations like exercise for your mind. Just as you wouldn't expect to get fit after one trip to the gym, you can't expect to completely change your thought patterns overnight. It takes consistent practice. But over time, just like with physical exercise, you'll start to notice changes. Your positive thoughts will become more automatic, and you'll find yourself approaching challenges with a more confident, optimistic mindset. Another common doubt is, but these affirmations don't feel true. Maybe you're saying, I am confident, but inside you're feeling anything but. Here's a little secret. That's okay. Remember, affirmations are about where you want to be, not necessarily where you are right now. When you say an affirmation that doesn't feel true, you're essentially telling your brain, this is the direction we're heading. Over time, your brain will start to look for evidence to support this new belief. If an affirmation feels too far from your current reality, try softening it a bit. Instead of, I am confident, you might say, I am becoming more confident every day, or I choose to act with confidence. This acknowledges that you're on a journey of growth and change. Now let's talk about dealing with negative thoughts. When you start using affirmations, you might notice your inner critic piping up more than usual. This is actually a good sign. It means you're challenging old thought patterns. When those negative thoughts arise, don't fight them or feel bad about having them. Instead, gently acknowledge them and then choose to refocus on your affirmation. You might even create an affirmation specifically to deal with negative thoughts, like, I choose to release negative thoughts and embrace positive ones. This reminds you that you have the power to choose your focus. Remember, the goal isn't to never have a negative thought again. That's not realistic or even desirable. Sometimes negative thoughts can be useful signals. The goal is to create a more balanced, positive, overall mindset. Another form of resistance you might encounter is simply forgetting to do your affirmations. Life gets busy, and new habits can be hard to establish. This is where habit stacking, which we talked about earlier, can be really helpful. By attaching your affirmation practice to something you already do every day, you make it much easier to remember. You might also find it helpful to set reminders on your phone or to put sticky notes with your affirmations in places you'll see them often. The key is to make it as easy as possible for yourself to remember and practice your affirmations. Sometimes resistance can show up as a feeling of embarrassment or silliness. Especially if you're saying your affirmations out loud, you might feel a bit self-conscious at first. That's totally normal. Remember, this is a private practice for your own growth and well-being. You don't have to share it with anyone if you don't want to. And if saying affirmations out loud feels too uncomfortable, start by writing them down or repeating them silently in your mind. Lastly, be patient with yourself. Change takes time, and that's okay. If you find yourself getting frustrated or impatient, that's a great opportunity to practice self-compassion. You might even create an affirmation around this, like, I am patient and kind with myself as I grow and change. Remember, every time you choose to use an affirmation, even when you're feeling doubtful or resistant, you're taking a step towards positive change. That's something to be proud of. Now that we've talked about overcoming doubts and resistance, let's explore how you can supercharge your affirmation practice by combining it with other personal growth techniques. Affirmations are powerful on their own, but when you pair them with other practices, you can create a truly transformative experience. Let's start with meditation. Meditation and affirmations are like peanut butter and jelly. They just go great together. When you meditate, you're creating a quiet, focused state of mind. This is the perfect time to introduce your affirmations. As your mind settles, gently repeat your chosen affirmation to yourself. You might focus on one affirmation for your entire meditation session, or cycle through a few that are important to you. Here's a simple way to combine meditation and affirmations. Start with a few minutes of deep breathing to calm your mind. Then, introduce your affirmation. As you inhale, silently say the first part of your affirmation to yourself. As you exhale, say the second part. For example, if your affirmation is, I am filled with peace and joy, you might think, I am filled with peace as you inhale, and joy as you exhale. Repeat this for several minutes, allowing the words to sink deeply into your consciousness. Another great practice to pair with affirmations is visualization. This is where you create a vivid mental image of what you're affirming. For example, if your affirmation is, I am successful in my career, you might visualize yourself confidently giving a presentation, receiving praise from your boss, or achieving a major professional goal. As you repeat your affirmation, really immerse yourself in this mental image. What do you see? What do you hear? How do you feel? The more senses you can engage in your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. Affirmations can also be a great addition to your yoga or exercise routine. Many people find that physical activity helps them feel more positive and energized, making it a perfect time for affirmations. You might repeat your affirmations in rhythm with your movements or use them as a focus during holding poses or rest periods. For example, with each sun salutation in yoga, you could mentally repeat, "I am strong and flexible in body and mind." Journaling is another practice that pairs beautifully with affirmations. Try starting your journaling session by writing out your affirmations. Then, reflect on them. How do they make you feel? What thoughts or ideas do they spark? You might write about ways you've seen your affirmations manifesting in your life, or explore any resistance you're feeling towards them. This can help you gain deeper insights into your thoughts and beliefs. You can also use affirmations as part of a gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for and follow each one with a related affirmation. For example, I'm grateful for my supportive friends. I am worthy of love and support. This combines the power of gratitude with the positive reinforcement of affirmations. Another powerful technique is to use affirmations during EFT, emotional freedom technique, or tapping. As you tap on different acupressure points, repeat your affirmations. This can help to release negative emotions and reinforce positive beliefs on both a physical and emotional level. For those who enjoy art or creative activities, try incorporating your affirmations into your creative process. You could create a vision board that represents your affirmations visually, write your affirmations in calligraphy, or even compose a song using your affirmations as lyrics. Engaging your creativity can help make your affirmations more meaningful and memorable. Lastly, consider using affirmations as part of your bedtime routine. As you're lying in bed, ready to sleep, repeat your affirmations softly to yourself. This can help you end your day on a positive note and may even influence your dreams and subconscious mind as you sleep. Remember, the key is to find combinations that feel good and work well for you. Everyone's journey is unique, so don't be afraid to experiment and find what resonates best with you. Now that we've explored how to create, use, and combine affirmations with other practices, let's look at some real-life examples of how affirmations have made a difference in people's lives. These stories show the transformative power of positive self-talk and how it can impact various areas of life. Let's start with Sarah's story. Sarah was a talented artist who struggled with self-doubt and imposter syndrome. She often found herself hesitating to share her work or apply for exhibitions, always feeling like she wasn't good enough. Sarah decided to start using affirmations to boost her confidence. Every morning, she would look in the mirror and say, "I am a talented and worthy artist. My art has value and deserves to be seen." At first, Sarah felt a bit silly saying these words, but she stuck with it, repeating her affirmations daily and writing them in her journal before she started painting. Slowly, she noticed a change. She began to feel more confident about her work. She started sharing her art on social media more often and even applied for a local art fair she'd always been too scared to try for. To her surprise, Sarah was accepted into the art fair, and her work received a lot of positive attention. She sold several pieces and even got commissioned for more work. Sarah realized that by changing her self-talk, she had changed her actions, which led to real-world results. Her affirmations had helped her overcome her self-doubt and take the steps necessary to advance her career. Next, Let's look at Michael's experience. Michael had always struggled with his weight and had a negative relationship with food and exercise. He decided to try using affirmations to change his mindset about health and fitness. His main affirmation was, "I love and respect my body, and I make choices that support my health and well-being." Michael repeated this affirmation every morning and evening, and whenever he felt tempted to fall back into unhealthy habits. He also wrote it on a sticky note and put it on his fridge. At first, it felt like he was just going through the motions, but over time, he noticed that he started to actually believe the words he was saying. This shift in mindset led to changes in Michael's behavior. He found himself naturally gravitating towards healthier food choices, not out of restriction, but out of a genuine desire to care for his body. He also started enjoying physical activity more, seeing it as a way to celebrate what his body could do rather than a punishment for what he ate. Over the course of a year, Michael lost 50 pounds and, more importantly, developed a much healthier relationship with food and exercise. He credits his affirmations with kick-starting this positive change by helping him shift his fundamental beliefs about himself and his health. Lastly, let's consider Emily's story. Emily was in a job she disliked, feeling stuck and unsure of how to move forward in her career. She decided to use affirmations to boost her confidence and clarify her goals. Her main affirmation was, "I am capable of creating a fulfilling career. I have valuable skills to offer, and the right opportunities are coming my way." Emily repeated this affirmation every day during her commute to work. She also wrote it down in a notebook each evening, followed by 3 actions she could take to move towards her career goals. This combination of positive affirmation and action planning proved powerful. Within a few months, Emily felt more confident at work and started taking on additional responsibilities. She also began networking more and exploring other career options. Her increased confidence came across in job interviews, and eventually, she landed a new job that aligned much more closely with her passions and skills. Emily found that her affirmations not only helped her feel more positive about her career prospects, but also motivated her to take concrete steps towards her goals. The affirmations served as a daily reminder of what she was working towards, keeping her focused and motivated even when things got tough. These stories illustrate how affirmations can impact different areas of life, from creative pursuits to health and career. They show that while affirmations alone aren't magic, they can be a powerful tool for changing your mindset, which in turn changes your actions and your results. Remember, everyone's journey with affirmations is unique. These individuals found success by consistently practicing their affirmations, believing in the process, and taking aligned actions. Their stories serve as inspiration for what's possible when you harness the power of positive self-talk. As we come to the end of our exploration of daily affirmations, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered that affirmations are more than just positive statements. They're powerful tools for reshaping our thoughts, beliefs, and ultimately, our lives. We've learned how to create personalized affirmations that resonate with our goals and values. We've explored ways to incorporate these affirmations into our daily routines, making them a natural part of our lives. We've tackled the doubts and resistance that might come up, understanding that these are normal parts of the process of change. We've seen how affirmations can be combined with other practices like meditation, visualization, and journaling to amplify their effects. And we've heard inspiring stories of real people who have used affirmations to overcome challenges and achieve their goals. But remember, knowledge is just the first step. The real power of affirmations comes from putting them into practice. Your journey with affirmations begins now, in this moment. It starts with choosing to believe in the power of your own thoughts and words to shape your reality. As you begin or continue your affirmation practice, be patient and kind with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, you'll start to notice shifts in your thoughts, feelings, and actions. Celebrate these small changes. They're signs that you're rewiring your brain for positivity and success. Remember, there's no one right way to use affirmations. Feel free to experiment and find what works best for you. Maybe you prefer writing your affirmations, saying them aloud, or repeating them silently. Perhaps you'll create a vision board, incorporate them into your meditation practice, or come up with a completely unique way to use them. Trust your intuition and do what feels most powerful and authentic to you. And don't forget, your affirmations can and should evolve as you do. As you grow and change, as you achieve goals and set new ones, your affirmations can shift to reflect your current focus and aspirations. This practice is a lifelong tool that you can use to continually support your personal growth and well-being. Lastly, remember that affirmations are not about denying reality or pretending everything is perfect. They're about choosing where to focus your energy and attention, and about cultivating a mindset that supports your growth and happiness. You can acknowledge challenges while still affirming your ability to overcome them. So, are you ready to harness the power of daily affirmations? To start reshaping your thoughts and, in turn, your life? Remember, every positive thought, every affirming statement is a step towards the life you want to create. Your words have power. Use them wisely, use them often, and watch as they help you transform your world, one affirmation at a time. Your journey to a more positive, empowered you starts now. Believe in yourself, believe in the process, and get ready to unlock your full potential. You've got this.